Oh, no. Not Earth again. Ugh. Let's see which pimply little wizard orc summoned me for smooching now. Huh. Well, you certainly aren't what I was expecting. Not even close. For one, you're not wearing those freaky flowing robes all wizards seem to favor. And for another, you're looking at me with absolute unabashed terror, like you didn't realize reading from a book like that one would actually bring forth an agent of evil. Did you not intend to pledge your life, your heart, and your eternal soul to me just now? Because if you didn't, then I have some potentially upsetting news for you. The rules don't care about intention, sweetheart. They care about action, and you have just given yourself to be my eternal plaything. In this life, and the next, in all worlds and universes. Go ahead and panic. I'll wait. You're not the first person to read from the skin-bound book of ancient summoning without knowing what they're doing, and you certainly won't be the last. But just once, I would like to be summoned by a knowledgeable mage intentionally. I really don't think that's too much to ask. And you're still screaming. Okay. Go ahead. Get it all out. Would it help if I made myself look human? Some guys get a little intimidated by the horns. I don't know if it's like a length thing. I don't know. I mean, others seem to really like it. Can never really tell which way it's going to go, even after centuries of experience. Still screaming. All right. Here. Is this better? See? No more horns, hooves, or tail. Just a regular, average, super hot woman standing in front of you, demanding your devotion. Must be a regular occurrence for you, huh? Yeah, I'm sure. So, since you didn't intend to bring me here, that means you likely don't know the process and procedure for these things. That's fine. Just means I'll have to explain it to you. When you read from the book, you said, and I quote, "I call upon the goddess of sin, me, the demon bride most unholy, also me. Come to me, that's you, and let me spill my devotion. I'm Avaris, the goddess of sin. I'm your demon bride. I've come to you for you to spill your devotion." As soon as those words left your lips, you and I entered into an oral contract in which you promised yourself to me for the rest of your natural and unnatural life. In exchange, you get all the usual things you humans want. Money, fast cars, respect. No women or men, though. That part of your life belongs solely to me now, and I'm a very jealous partner. Anyway, then when your time comes, and not a moment before, your soul is also mine forever. And don't worry, I'll take excellent care of it. There's just the matter of you signing this binding contract. Oral contracts are fine, but nothing beats having things on paper. Are you ever going to actually say anything, or are you just going to stand there staring at me open-mouthed all night? Oh, here we go with the excuses. You didn't mean to actually summon me? Well, you did. You didn't understand what would happen? Well, you already made the verbal commitment. You don't actually want a demon bride? Too late, because you already asked for one. That's one of the biggest problems with you humans. You do things in ignorance and expect the entire cosmos to accommodate you. I mean, no other species has such an overinflated sense of self. Oh, wait, let me guess. You thought human beings were the only sentient beings? Yeah, I cannot imagine having such a narrow worldview. But you summoned me, whether intentionally or unintentionally, and set in motion something that cannot be stopped. Those are the rules, and no amount of squibbling or screaming is going to change that. All right, enough. I'll listen to your explanation if it'll make you feel better. Go ahead. Huh. So, that girl I saw running away when I popped up in here, you were trying to impress her by reading from the book? Well, no offense, but it sounds like that backfired spectacularly. Do you break into crypts and mess with ancient magics often? Of course not, or you would have known that that was an idiotic idea. All right, I'm really gonna need you to stop freaking out, okay? I'm a demon, not a monster. I'm not gonna hurt you, that's not my deal. I mean, you're lucky you didn't accidentally summon a demon of torture, or you'd really be having a bad time right now. Take a deep breath, okay? Calm down. Besides, why would you even want to mess with a boring old human when you have a celestial being of darkness right in front of you? Listen, maybe I'm going soft in my old age or something, but you're genuinely making me feel bad for you. Uh, Well, yeah. Usually, when guys summon me, even the accidental ones, as soon as I mention being a jealous and possessive partner, they just start imagining what it might be like to make out with a pleasure demon and get all grabby handsy. Immortal soul be damned, you know? I mean, you absolutely freaked out. And look, if it's like an appearance thing, not an issue. I can look like anything. I could look like a couch if you wanted me to. I just adapt based on my environment, so, whatever parts you're into, it's fine. Yes, it's entirely possible. I'm the manifestation of devotion and dark celestial intent. I'm only corporeal when I choose to be. I just prefer to present this way. You know, I'm not in a big hurry to go back to hell or anything. It's not as if we have to rush off for a dark ritualistic wedding right now. We could. It's a little unorthodox, but we could date. Yeah, how about it? Get to know each other. I mean, yes, the verbal contract is unbreakable, but you haven't signed the paper one yet. So, if the paper contract is like an engagement, say, then we could consider ourselves in the dating phase. So we could take things a bit slower, if you want. And I don't usually do this. How does that sound? Better than jumping in with both feet? Yeah, I thought it might. Well, like it or not, I'm your girlfriend now. May as well enjoy it, right? I mean, that girl you were trying to impress? Forget about her. You don't need her anymore. You've got me, and my devotion is worth 10 of hers. I'll show you. Don't worry. You'll see. But first, we have to seal this with a kiss. That's how promises work, after all. I'll be gentle. You can trust me. I know I'm a demon, but you can trust me. I'm contractually bound and all that. You're safe. Now just a sweet little kiss. Come on now. You can kiss your girlfriend better than that, can't you? That's more like it. Put a little oomph in it. You really may as well enjoy yourself, right? Right. So, I've had about enough of this dusty old crypt, and I'm sure you have too. Why don't we go back to your place and get to know each other better? Where are you going? Just take my hand. You're gonna have to get used to traveling demon style. I mean, you think I have time to be walking places? Do you think we were gonna take the bus? No. Darling, just form a picture of your house in your mind. Got it? Then hang on. See? Much quicker this way. You should probably sit down for a second, though. Teleportation can be hard on human bodies, but it'll pass. So, This is your place then. Man, it's pretty much what I expected. A few millennia claiming souls, and you really learn how to read people. You don't need to be embarrassed. I mean, I take souls from all walks of life. Anyway, tell me about yourself. I want to hear it from you. Why are you so tense? I'm your girlfriend now. We kissed and everything, so it shouldn't be that unusual that I'd sit in your lap. Now, tell me why you decided to impress that vapid girl you brought to the crypt. What's the story there? Know each other from work? And, how many times have you been out with her? What do you mean you two didn't go out? Really? You brought her to a crypt on your first date? Are you sure I'm the only demon here? That is a hell of a place to take a first date. Oh, I see. She said she was into horror. Good to know. Oh, no reason. Don't worry about it, baby. And the book, it was just laying there? How strange. There aren't that many copies left of this particular book in this dimension, and the ones I know about are only ever used by the magical community. And even that's kind of fallen out of fashion. I get most of my tributes from, other dimensions. You're looking at me like you have no idea what I'm talking about. The magical community? Oh, wait. They're pretty secretive in this timeline, that's right. Well, anyway, it just seems a little strange that something so powerful would just be left to rot in a dusty old crypt. So, you decide to take this girl to a crypt on a first date. You find the book, and you prove your idiotic bravery by not being scared to read from it. I actually kind of like that. You're full of surprises so far. Yes, I've been summoned by other guys before. I hope that's not going to be an issue for you. I know some humans get really weird about stuff like that. I mean, I've been alive for thousands of years, and I've never joined a convent. A demon's got needs. Plus, your ancestors weren't even born then, so I hardly think you can hold that against me. But just so you know, you really are the first person I've ever made this kind of arrangement with. There's something about you that I just like. Once upon a time, I may have flayed you alive just for screaming as much as you did, but I've calmed considerably over the last 1,000 years. I'm glad to. The more time I spend with you, the more adorable I think you are, and that's to your advantage. So I would love it if you could just relax a little. I'm not going to hurt you. I like you. I made that pretty clear, right? I don't like Earth or this timeline all that much, but you? I like you. Show you my demon form again. Are you sure? I really don't want you to freak out again. I mean, showing up in one's true form and being screamed at for one's appearance doesn't exactly do much to boost the old self-esteem. But fine, have it your way. So, you're being awfully quiet. Oh, I see. You may have been startled earlier by my sudden appearance, but it wasn't the demon part you were screaming at. Or at least not entirely. Well, I'm flattered you think I'm hot. As your new girlfriend, I think that's especially important. Oh, that's just my tail. I'm using it to rub your shoulders. Does it feel nice? Yeah, you can touch my tail. Go ahead. That tickles a little bit. I like it. A prehensile tail is an extremely useful appendage. I can do all sorts of things with it. Things like give my new human boyfriend a head massage. See? Feels nice, right? Yeah, and sends goosebumps down your arms. I can see them. And I can hold you close like this. And stroke your back and shoulders while I hold your hands and kiss you. Among other things, of course. You know you have a free pass, right? Carte blanche, baby. I may be here for your soul, sure, but I'm also here for you, for your enjoyment, whatever form that might take, if you catch my drift. Oh, yes, we can definitely do that. That was exactly what I needed after being summoned to a place like this. I really feel so much better. Calmer, centered. And how are you feeling about this whole thing now? Mm-hmm. I thought you might. Belonging to a hot demon who likes to make out with you doesn't sound so bad after all, does it? No. Well, as much fun as all of this was, I do have matters to attend to. But I will be back. I would never stray too far from my new human boyfriend. Be a good boy now and get some rest, yeah? I'll be back later tonight, and maybe we can talk about the contract again. Sleep well.